So today I'm going to be showing you guys a very simple prompt to actually improve your content, especially if like you are ranking position like 5, 10, 15, right? This is going to help you improve your content massively. And it's very, very simple to do. It doesn't require any paid tools. It doesn't require anything like that. All you need is just ChatGPT. I'm using 4.0, which I believe is free, but you could also use like if this isn't free, you could also definitely use like 3.0 and stuff like that as well. So the website that we're going to be looking at is athleanx.com. So this is the website here. It's doing pretty well. It's getting 800,000 traffic every single month. And if you guys have never heard of this website, it's all to do with becoming an athlete, supplements, different gym workout regimens, stuff like that. And it's very much in like the fitness industry. So a lot of the articles that they actually upload is to do with like the best workouts for your back or the best workouts for abs, etc., etc. So that's the website that we're going to be looking at in this video. Also, very quickly, if you guys do like this video and if you want to learn more about SEO, or maybe even you've got an SEO agency, you want to get in more clients, head over to themasterminders.com. We actually have a conference on the 27th of June 2025 in Manchester. You can actually get the likes of Craig Campbell, Lara Acosta, James Dooley, Carrie Rose, and many others actually speaking in person. So if you want to learn more about SEO, head over to themasterminders.com, grab your tickets while you can. So this is the page that we're going to be looking at in this video. And this is to do with like the best lower chest workout, but this actual SOP or this training video would work for literally any type of website or any type of blog, right? But the whole purpose of this is we want to first of all search the keyword that we are in position like 9 or 10 or whatever for, right? And we want to pick the one that's actually ranking number 1 based off of the content. Now in some cases you might need to go through like 4 or 5 different blogs to find the actual true blog article that's winning based off content. Now that might sound really weird to some of you guys because in some cases websites or pages might actually rank because they've got better links. But in this case, I would actually probably look in this case, I would actually probably say that position number 1 actually truly does have the best content. It's got a lot of different actual GIFs that you can actually play. And it also goes into details about like the different types of actual your chest and stuff like that. So in this case, we are a little bit lucky because position number 1, I feel like as an SEO looking at it and also as a user looking at it, this was like the best content piece. Now, the reason why I say that is if we were to go to like position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say, right? It's very easy to understand that this isn't the best article, mainly because it's just big, massive wall of content and they've not really used like unique images and stuff like that. And it just isn't as well formatted, to say the least, right? But in this case, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this actual content. So all of this content, I'm just going to copy it all. And we're going to stick this into ChatGPT and we're going to give it the prompt that we want to actually use, right? So we will just copy all of this and we'll also even copy the references, everything, right? So we'll just copy that and we're going to head over to ChatGPT. This is the prompt. All I've done is I've just said, can you analyze this article? It is ranking for best lower chest workouts, right? And then I've just pasted the content in. And then right at the bottom I've said, can you give me a list of 25 secondary keywords and LSIs that I need to include in my article? And we're just going to let this do its thing. It might take a couple minutes because it is a little bit of a longer article. But as you can see here, we've got a load of actual secondary keywords to include in our article. This is based off of what's already ranking. And as you can see, for example, you've got the likes of lower chest exercises, chest muscle autonomy, decline bench press. Now, again, if any of you guys have aren't that into the gym and stuff like that, like the one of the best workouts that you can do for your lower chest area is actually the decline bench press. You've got the dips, incline push-ups for chest, so on and so forth. So as you can see here, we've actually got a list of secondary keywords, or LSIs, some people call them, to actually include in our article. Now, what we're also going to do as well is we're going to actually run this through phrase, should I say, and we're going to get a list and see if we best lower chest workout. We're going to basically get an SEO score for our content, and we're just going to let this do its thing. Now, if you've never used phrase before, it basically gives you like an SEO score of which you should aim for when it comes to ranking and writing your actual content. So basically it'll tell us like which keywords to actually include and stuff like that. Now, you don't need to use this, but all I wanted to do is just use it to see what the SEO score of the page is, and to also paste in these secondary keywords that ChatGPT has given us as well. So I'm going to let it do its thing, and we're going to come back to it in just a second. So this is what it actually has come back with, and if we actually look at the right hand side, you've got like decline bench, starting position, cable machine, chest workout, so on and so forth. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste in the keywords that ChatGPT gave us, and as you can see here, just by alone, just having the keywords on the page, we've actually went from a score of 1% to 25%, and again, 21%. Now, this is with no additional content. Like, I wouldn't just recommend just pasting in the keywords that ChatGPT has given us. What you obviously want to do is make certain that the content is actually well written, it's got sentences, so on and so forth. But that's like a really good place to start off with, especially if you've already kind of ranking for a keyword. So in this case, we're going to use like the website that we were looking at before, right? So this website here is ranking position number 5, I believe. Let me just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually ranking position number 6 in Google, right? So what we can actually do here is, if we just copy all of this content, we're just going to paste into phrase and to see what kind of SEO score it's actually going to throw out. So quite a big article actually, and if we just copy all of this, we will delete all of the keywords that ChatGPT gave us. And as you can see, it's given us like a 45 score. One thing that we are actually doing poorly of, and I know that phrase is saying that this is a good thing, is our article is 6,196 words. The average is 1,200. So we are a little bit of an outlier there. What I always recommend, especially if you're like looking at certain things like this, is, does it make sense to be 6,100 words, especially if everybody else is so much lower than yours? Could you lower your word count and provide the exact same value? If the case is yes, then definitely. Because another thing you don't want to make certain that you're doing is, you don't want to be playing hide and seek with your content, right? Now, what I mean by that is, take a look at your content. Now, in this case, this is like way too many words, but if somebody has to scroll past like 4,500 words to get to their answer, you're playing hide and seek with your content. So if you can decrease the word count and provide the exact same value as what you are currently doing, then it's a much better ranking article. So now that we've actually got that out of the way, and also one thing that I will do is, let me just copy this and paste this. Obviously, you wouldn't just paste in the keywords. You would actually try to work them in through the actual article. But right now we're at 45 out of 100. The average is 36, by the way. So this content, it's not terrible, but it could definitely be improved. But if we just add in all the keywords that ChatGPT gave us based off of the person that is actually ranking position 1, we've actually went to 55 out of 100. So that's another thing to bear in mind as well. Like, make certain that you are working in LSIs. And if you don't know what an LSI is, I'll very quickly go through it with you. So LSI stands for latent semantic indexing. And basically, it's a simple way of Google understanding what the page is about. I might actually do a video on this, but basically it is how Google scores a page as to how relevant that page is for the primary keyword, right? So if you only have, or let's say we go back to the actual best lower chest workout scenario, right? If you only just have the best lower chest workout in your content once, and you don't mention, for example, decline bench press, and you don't mention pectoral muscles, and you don't mention the keyword muscles, Google is slightly uncertain what that page is about, even though you've only just mentioned this phrase once in your keyword. You need to have all of the other LSIs for that page to rank and do well. Now, ultimately, the best content has all of the or maybe not all of the LSIs, but has the most LSIs out of everybody else. So you just want to make certain when you are trying to rank your content, you're including as many LSIs that's relevant to that page. So, for example, if we go back to this page, right, and if we take a look at some of the keywords, so best lower chest workout, that's obviously the main keyword that we want to rank for. But for example, dips or dip plus, and all of these different exercises would be LSIs to do with best lower chest workout. So in this case, I would be looking to actually include these in my article, like decline cable dip, kneeling X press, for example, straight bar dip. All of those are basically LSIs. And again, it can be a little bit difficult, especially if you don't know the industry or the niche that you're talking about. Sometimes you should use tools like Phrase and ChatGPT to help do and complete your research as well. But that's been my video. It's really simple prompts that you can actually use on ChatGPT to give you more LSIs to actually include on your page. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. And as always, if you want help with your SEO, check out casualdash.com and fill in the contact form and I will be in touch. Thanks for watching.